The following podcast deals with content relating to abuse and body image issues. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to hyperreality. Once the realm of tabloids and silver screens, the media has made way for a new age. The influencer revolution. Likes and photos have become a digital currency, serving as a beacon of influence in today's world. With an increasing awareness of social injustice, a lack of representation, and privilege, the body positivity movement couldn't have come at a better time. In championing diversity, it has protested against a media institution which, up until now, has failed to recognize all races, body types, and genders. But how far has society actually gone in solving these issues? Let's talk about it.
Recently, I've been scrolling through Instagram a lot, right? And one of my favorite online influencers is Jamil.
I think it's very important for me to break barriers. I come from a particularly erased people.
And I think she's a great outspoken activist and everything. And I saw her post about other online influencers who have used their presence to market certain health products to young people. And I thought it was really good because she really called them out.
I've seen that a lot of the times they haven't even actually tried out the product themselves, but inside the post they're being really misleading by talking about how they have tried it and about how many pounds they have lost. So this really falls into the part of why the influencers are partially to blame.
Beauty, authenticity, and science have always been stuck in this weird, uninterpretable gray blurb. Take the 1950s, the golden age of Hollywood. Fairly curvaceous bodies graced our silver screens. Starlets like Marilyn Monroe and Diana Dors maxed out beauty barometers with their hourglass figures, while skinny women were seen as sickly and frail. Ads for weight gain supplements were all the rage. Come the mid to late 60s, and the reverse was true. The swingin' 60s, initially hitting it off in the United Kingdom, were characterized by hedonism and indulgence. Industry icons like Twiggy dominated the social scene, becoming the first to truly define the word model. This was the dawn of a new kind of celebrity, not one that entertained, but one that was. And thus, ironically, diet culture became the norm, ever so distant from the indulgence that they so desperately flaunted.
How long do you think you'll be at the top?
Well, you see, it isn't so much a matter of staying on top as it is staying in line. Do you think I count all these calories a day to back a pecking order, encouraging others to do the same? No, we're all being pecked at.
First of all, I want to let you know that this is an all-natural product. It's all organic.
And especially when it impacts young people, especially young girls who don't know what they're doing to their bodies. They look up to these influencers. Really, the entire Kardashian family market these brands very often. Brands like Flat Tummy Co. or Fit Tea, Teen Eye, Beauty. They use very appealing language to draw in their audience. Actually, I looked up all their websites and they use words like wellness protein, organically sourced, stuff like that makes you feel like it's authentic, when in reality, it's not backed up by any reliable scientific research.
Indeed, the pharmaceutical industries partnered up with the influencers. They recognize how the internet has reformed our social systems and market to its niche communities, from Instagram to Reddit. And with 85 to 90% of those diagnosed with eating disorders being young females, according to the World Health Organization, it's unfortunately expected that hundreds of thousands of young girls flock to pro-anorexia and pro-bulimia forums every single day. And that was me. The Philippines has enacted the Consumer Act of the Philippines, and it was enacted primarily to protect customers against false, deceptive, and misleading advertisements. But a lot of this fails to address some of the ways that research might be manipulated. I was just wondering how that might play out in some of your countries.
I'm not too sure about Australia, to be honest. I think now on Instagram, as in the past, influencers didn't really have to specify whether or not the posts they were posting were promotional ads or not. There's an update recently that required influencers to specify that.
The Federal Trade Commission in the past has had to reimburse millions for customers due to misleading and deceptive marketing strategies from brands such as Lights for America. Along with that, although the National Advertising Division charged Fit Tea last year for similar false marketing, such brands continue dominating and thriving off body image insecurities. If these automated systems actually took charge of their research, we wouldn't have to deal with this. But the harsh reality is that we still are.